There we go. There we go. Oh, crud. Where is it? Alright. It's been a long 2 weeks-ish since I've played this for any other reason of pretending I wanted to stream this. No, but truthfully, no, I did actually want to get to this my own time. But I realized, you know, things have happened. I rolled during Walpurgis night. I think that's been very established by now. Let's see, I bought this I bought the season pass, so I guess I'm finally officially a gacha player like any other. Life's grand like that. No, but overall, sorry, I'm just eating real quick. It was more of a mix of I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunter this morning, but then I procrastinated, and I was like, you know what? I have not played freaking Limbus in so long, and I want to get to Kanto 4. Like, I love Kanto 3 so much. But yeah, I guess for those that haven't been here in a while, or who know I am, whatever, is like Sinners. I finally think I've made a team comp enough where I have a lot of Sinners for thinking. Like, initially one of my very good ones was the Barber of La Mancha Otis. But actually been rolling a bit of what was left of the other day. I managed to get my hands on the Wuthering Heights Chef Butler one, which does add on to a lot of the syncing, especially in relation to I got this Rodion to tier 4. Like, she is a menace and a threat. And I think any other extras I have on the team are mainly for Rupture in relation to Magical Girl Dawn and Gregor. Also, it does remind me, when it comes to Magical Girl Dawn, though, I definitely would have to try finally getting around to what is it? For lack of a better word, I need to get around to properly. Let me lower the camera. That looks soft. I don't know. But no, I would want to make sure I make a team around her before I actually invest and just bring her to tier 4. I think everyone's high enough tier enough and does enough damage that it can be good. But yeah, enough stalling. Let's get to this Hell's Kitchen. Remember, guys, we got traumatized last time, and I'm still not average level. Okay, let's see what everyone's level. 30. I think it's Dawn. Yeah. It's okay, 27. That is embarrassing. Alright, cool. But yeah, to battle! But yeah, I've been busy the last few weeks. I actually went on a trip to the land of the sea, Seattle.
여기서 다음 임무를 위한 의뢰인을 만나기로 했습니다.
Very fun. Saw Space Needle. Got to miss Limbus because my phone didn't have enough storage space to download the game to do my dailies. But yeah. Off the bus, everyone. This is where we're supposed to meet the client for our next mission. Ugh. Give me a break. Now we're talking requests like we're frou errand boys.
저긴 뭐 하는 곳이지?
What?
유난히 줄 서 있는 사람들이
What's that over there? Got a long line in front of it. God dang it! Now I'm remembering that. What's that one? Shoot, my friend's gonna beat me up if I forget the film. Could you recognize that certain thing? It's fried chicken, Greg. Deep fried chicken brought to a crisp and expensive oil. It's that one where it's those government workers that set up a sting operation by running a chicken shop for a bit, but then eventually the chicken shop becomes more successful than the sting operation. That they start using that to get extra money for themselves.
K사에서 요새 대유행 중인 보살 치킨을 모르다니 아직 K사는 헛돌아다니신 모양이군요.
Oh, Extreme Jobs! There we go. Sorry, every time I hear that name, I always think it's a reality show. Very funny. Recommend it. Apparently the movie beat out Train to Busan in theaters. It seems you haven't seen much of Nes K. if you get to learn the Vishvika Bodhishvada chicken, the hottest trend around these parts. A man with a facetious Okay, let me actually eat in the middle of combat. A man with a fastidious impression suddenly cut in on the sinner's conversation, as if he belonged to our group.
보살 치킨. 그게 무엇인가요?
Bodhishvada chicken, it is? What is it?
답변 드립니다.
Permit me to answer.
보살 치킨이란 다리 6개, 날개가 8개 달린 맛도 양도 보살이라고.
It's a renowned restaurant known for six-legged, eight-winged poultry whose blissful taste and gracious qualities really make you feel great compassion. What's more, they're prepped for every preferences. The buzzworthy biddy with the right amount of tenderness, the chubby champion with plentiful flesh to dig into, the chewy cockatiel, that perfectly al dente, and more. Now tell me, what do you want?
언젠가 들어본 적 있는 것
I may have heard of hers.
웬일이래? 요즘 소식엔
No
누구보다도 전할
surprise.
것 같은.
How are you saying of all people is to keep the fads from under his rock?
그래서 넌 뭔데?
Boy. So what are you supposed to be?
함부로 남 이야기에
Can I
끼어드는 꼬라지
hazard a
보니까
guess you don't
우리가
know who
누구인지
we are
전혀
either,
모르는 모양.
seeing as you brazenly showed yourself and while we were talking.
우리가
Can
그래서
you even
누군데요?
explain who we are? Oh, she has a little smile.
저런 가게 앞을 돌아다니고 있는 저건
Gotta love a good Ishmael jab.
정상으로 보이진 않는데 말이죠.
Gracious, what could those things roaming around the restaurant possibly be? They don't appear very normal to me. Turning around, I spotted rather strange-looking people with just a strange behavior. Isn't that K-Corp staff? What are they doing? I see individuals covering their heads with strange masks. Thank you, Mersault. Maybe there's some kind of mascot. It could be pretty cute when we look up close.
그 마스코트를 보고
Those mascots have turned people running and screaming, though.
좀
Ooh, seems a bit off. But let's leave them be.
쓸데없는 소란에
Doesn't look like they're coming this way, and don't particularly feel like getting wrapped up in something bothersome.
그렇네요.
You're right.
딱히 다가오지.
They aren't necessarily approaching us.
길가에
just-
있는 돌멩이는
What are you with that
왜
rock
그러는
from
거지? 정치
the
불명예
roadside, mysterious fella? Oh my fucking god. What in the world did you do? Hit by the rock, it started looking around. Then it began to slowly shamble in our direction.
어이쿠,
야이.
실수였습니다.
I made such a clumsy mistake. What will we do? Okay, so you hired us to deal with this situation.
뻔뻔하네.
Likely
저건
story,
머리를
Kozio.
후려댔잖아.
You aimed straight for its head.
우와, 자세도
Ah,
상당히
Your form was
안정적이었어요.
impressively stable.
감사합니다.
Why, thank you.
과거의
I was
도시 야구
inspired to
선수가
be a big
꿈이었거든요.
city baseball player.
그럼 그대로 대가리
We'll play ball. I'll play ball with you,
기다려.
alright? Stay right there so I can knock your noggin out of the park.
다가오는 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다.
They're approaching
제
faster
머리를
now.
혼란시키기 전에
Couldn't you deal with them
저것부터 해결해야
first
할 것
before working up a slugger with my head? As Ryosha furiously reached for her sheath, those things came right for us.
닭머리네요.
They have chicken heads. Yes, Faust. Thank you, Faust.
탈기네.
Yep. Whole chickens. The whole chicken.
그것도 생달기.
Raw ones at that, too.
하늘 품은 달기
It's like the ghosts of dead chickens cluckering back from hell for revenge. So, you
you
guys think it's because Sinclair left a chicken wing uneaten that one time since it was a hassle to get the meat off? Can't think of anything else we might have done to call up Pen Havoc. Thank you, Gregor.
이젠 그런 거에 안
Something like
놀라요.
that won't get to me anymore, you know. Besides, Rodeo licked that one clean anyway. It appears that combat is going to be our sole recourse. So why is this guy taking cover behind me? Hey, get the fuck away from me. Before I could complain further, the chicken-headed crowd attacked us. Oh my lord. I like how we go from the like... melting flesh monstrosity that was such a good girlfriend in Cromer
이딴과 마님에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면
to fighting nothing but chicken-headed men.
아무것도 남지 마라.
No, but like the way it looks, is their full body chicken, or it looks like a chicken fucking xenomorphed itself on their face. Like, that's the best way I can describe this. And they're still self-healing. That is wonderful. Alright. Thankfully we are favored very highly here. But yeah, no, I went on a traveling for a bit, and as you can see by the comically large box in the background, I gotta work on moving. Nah, I think moving around though, I think I might turn this into video content. I say that as if I actually have like 2 subscribers to my YouTube channel, but to be fair, I've been mainly posting VODs there because I'm lazy. I am in the work for making an unboxing video though. I got hands on a limited edition copy of 100 Line. You know, moving up in the world. And we kill him next turn. Guess you can say your chicken's over. God damn it. Guess you like your meat tender. There we go. Gotta work on my zingers.
자, 급한 볼일은 끝났으니까 본론으로 들어가자고. 아직
Alright.
시험도 파악되지 않은 안경 양반.
Right. Now that's all been sorted out. Why don't we get back to the point, friendly four-eyed stranger?
반론합니다.
I must object to such a moniker, especially so when it comes from a fellow glasses bearer. Yeah, see, Gregor, compared to you, he's wearing his glasses for aesthetic. You actually have bad eyesight. But fuck this guy. Don't worry, Gregor. I'm on your side.
그런 건가? 미안하게 됐수다.
Oh, is that so? Sorry about that, I guess.
신원 같은 기본적인 인적 사항은 사망 신고를 할 때도 쉽게 파악이 가능하다.
Basic personal information such as one's identity can be easily acquired for the registration of one's death.
제 소개를 미쳐드리지
I did
못했군요.
neglect to introduce myself. Fucking the most roundabout, threatening way. Thank you, Mersalt. I didn't neglect to introduce myself. Here's my business card. You may call me Sam Joe. Disregarding the growing hostility surrounding him, the man handed us his card straight away. The K Corp affiliate of the Department of Food Resource Development Research Center? Thought we'd be fooled by a bunch of big fancy words. Heathcliff. The only fancy word in there was development.
물론이죠.
Of course, persuasion and explanations are where I excel. But please stay calm and listen.
아까의 전투에서
I'm most impressed by the feats of your battles just moments ago.
특히 눈앞에서 동료가
In particular,
죽어가는 광경에도
the instance where you continue to assault your foes in blatant disregard for a dying colleague nearby. A few others even laughed at the sight. Hey, no one died on my watch. You just made vagrant assumptions based on stories about us.
발목을 잡는 자들이라면 아군이
Friend or
보고
foe,
개의치 않아야 한다.
those who dare impede must be promptly removed. Otis replied to his remark with a look full of pride, even though it didn't sound close to a compliment at all.
여러분들도 보시다시피
As you can see, those chicken heads of unknown origin which are occupying this restaurant's front have been causing considerable damage.
사장님도
So what?
먼저 누워 계시다가
The venue's manager has also been bedridden until just now. Another man with a haggard face towed over, making it somewhat apparent that Samjo wasn't lying about the restaurant's owner falling ill before he...
말씀하시면 됩니다.
You may speak now.
그러니까 우리 치킨집은
So things have been... Our fry house opened up a few months ago, just across from the Yobong's Bar and Fryers. Our franchise owner is generously serving of good tasting food using poultry with supreme pedigree. So it was natural that we would draw the customers from Yubong's. But one day, out of the blue, the owner of Yubong started acting real strange. Losing his customers must have shook him or something. Now he's trying to ruin all of our businesses.
아니 그 경쟁 업소에서 견제 좀 할 수도 있는 거 아니겠어?
I mean, it's not common to throw jabs at each other, right? As if to attest the restaurant owner's woes, screams echo from the other side of the street. What the hell? Oh, those things are just attaching themselves, huh? As the supposed owner of Yubong swung his arm while muttering something, the chickens responded in unison. They're all chickens. Jumped at people. What in the world? Is he commanding the chickens? That's definitely strange behavior. How spiteful does someone have to be to resort to that kind of stuff? I don't know, they're augmented or what, but those plucked and prep tents would break into the restaurants and destroy things. It's like those living butts from Doom Patrol on HBO Max. That's what it reminds me of. And now there's people wearing those chickens on their heads too. If they keep up, our restaurant's gonna lose so much money.
이상
Such is a feathery song. Is that really the time for that? Yes.
눈물 나는 이야기였습니다.
This has
여러분이
been his
나서서 이
tearjerker
사건을 해결해 주실 수
reflection.
있겠습니까?
Would you be willing to deal with this case? That ruffed your feathers, huh? Ginseng.
아무리 그래도 우리
They're jerking or what? We'll still don't have a request for a chicken
평생 이용권.
a lifetime voucher.
의뢰를 해결해 드리면
Handle this request and I'll offer you a groundbreaking benefit. The right to free orders from this restaurant for the rest of your lives. A lifetime voucher? I never heard of such a... I have even prepared a few free samples for you. What? Samjo personally distributed pieces of fried chicken that he suddenly had in his hands on. No. Stand in line, keep things orderly. I brought samples for different pedigrees, so you're free to pick and choose. Each one comes with a unique blend of tastiness, demonstrating a strength in differing cuts of meat. Must I choose one flavor to taste? They all appear equally in gustatory greatness. Let me suggest this, then. Leave the other flavors as something to anticipate for your future meals. It will be a problem once the lifetime voucher is in your hands. Oh, indeed, 'tis an inflatable proposition! It seems Sanja has won the heart of most of the sinners with his compelling words and fine poultry samples.
어쩌시겠습니까?
What do you say? This might be the first time I've seen Heathcliff gone quiet at someone's words. That's not bad at all.
저기요.
Hello?
우리는
Aren't we supposed to be looking for golden bows, not golden drumsticks?
목적 아니었어요?
Since when did...
못 들었어?
Did you hear? We're dawning on free crispy chicken forever.
개수 제한은 없는 거지?
It doesn't have limited uses, right? It's actually free chickens forever, right? Right? Yeah, takeout counts too.
이러고 있으니까
This
옛날
takes me back to
생각난다.
older days.
알 사람 있으려나 모르겠네. 햄햄팡팡에서 파는 갓 튀긴 치킨도 진짜 맛있었는데.
Takes me back to older days. Wonder if anyone remembers it, you know? Ham Pang Pang's freshly fried chicken that was totes delish.
난 알아. 어쩌다
Oh, I sure do. I'd have a chicken with the lads, whether our syndicate earned a proper lump of dosh. Miss Faust, can you have them cut the crap already? Shouldn't there be some company clause against fried chicken requests? Faust was deep in thought by her lonesome.
그러죠.
Alright,
의뢰를 수락하겠어요.
we'll take your request.
예?
Excuse me? This might also be the first time I've seen Ishmael taken aback to this extent.
파우스트 씨.
I'm sorry, Faust, but did you
혹시
go out of your
정수님이-
mind for a second there? Yeesh. Ishmael,
아무리 그래도
why did he be so biting there?
글쎄요.
Hard to say.
파우스트는 대체로
Faust's mind tends to be out there most of the time.
오랜만에 다 같이
Guess we're all riding chubby for once, eh? Start. Are you serious? You're taking requests over free chicken?
정확히 말하자면
To be more
뒤틀린
precise,
현상의 해결이죠.
this is to resolve a case of distortion phenomena, Dante. Distortion phenomenon.
뒤틀림이라.
Distortions are... What are they?
명확히 모르는 이들이 많을
There's a
겁니다.
term I'm sure is unclear to most, although it's been occurred
대중적으로
all over the
공개된
city.
적은 없으니까요.
No official announcement of the phenomenon has been made to the general public.
아,
통상적으로
To my knowledge, it is a phenomenon where an individual morphs into a form often unfit to be considered human. It has no known clauses, and the appearance were all different.
설명만 들어서는
That
모르겠네요.
doesn't make it clear enough. Are they
환상체
like
같은 건가?
abnormalities? That is a good question, Honglu.
아니
Not exactly.
그들은 환상체랑
As unlike abnormalities, they don't shrink to eggs. Possible for them to fully expire. So, the results of an abnormality, a human that got converted to something unhuman along the way, but that can still be killed.
전에 몇번
I have witnessed a number of cases in the past.
회사 내부에는
Our company has the LCD, an apartment housing consultant fixtures dedicated to matters regarding distortions.
작은 규모의
Though its size is
부서에
small, it nevertheless signifies the company's interest in the phenomenon. So the owner of U-Bongs has turned to one of those distortion things?
맞아요.
That's correct.
사람이
One does not simply gain the ability to lead an army of raw chickens by losing their mind. Let's see.
역시 그렇죠.
So that's what it's about. Phew!
하우스트 씨가 잠깐
I almost got worried I might have to knock some sense back into you, Faust.
왜 방금까지
Is that why you were
레이스를
clutching your
꽉 쥐고
mace so
있었던
tight,
거지,
Ishmael?
옳소.
Rightly so! We must act before commotion results in any time!
형,
Oh, you got sauce in your
입에
face.
소스 묻었다
Chiquita.
꼬맹이.
I watched this radio wiped Don Quixote's mouth clean.
그럼 의뢰를
I'll
수락한
take
걸로
that as a
알고
yes, and I'll be waiting for your
연락을 기다리고
contact. Guys, we're gonna get free chicken! Guys, we're gonna get free
예전보다
chicken!
많이 나아진 것 같다. 나도. 그러고 보니까 그 환상체 사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳에
Alright, guys. Let's get that chicken. Now, if I could command an army of chickens.
차라리
What's like.
아무것도
I keep thinking, like, you'd command an army of chickens, like, you could obviously be a superhero or go do crime. Like, that's the two routes, like, whenever you gain superpowers. So, like, if I gained the power to control chickens, being evil could be. I feel like being evil would be easy, but no one would take you seriously at first. Like, they'll probably, like, shoot you a little bit.
아무도 누군가에게 낚여져.
Or how it's like, you can't like lead the army of raw chickens. Like, they'll just immediately shoot you. It's like, oh, here I am with my army of raw. Ugh. Like, you can't go into a bank. You have to use them for stealth operations first. Like, obviously, we know these chickens are strong enough to latch on people's head and turn them into like mindless slaves. Like, are they acting to protect? Or are they acting to destroy? Let's see, what's neutral? Okay, you can beat that neutral. I believe in you, Otis. Otis, you had one job! How did you lose your neutral? But let's see, you could rob banks, rob hospitals. No, don't rob the hospitals. They don't need your chicken chicanery.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
Let's see. In the name of love, or the name of love and hate, Major Arcane Slave! Someone explained to me I could skip these, but then I forgot how.
우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐
Ah.
위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 아르카나 슬레이어!
I think it was left click. But yeah, look at us. Look at us getting that raw damage. What? They're gonna be overcooked by the time we're done here. See, okay, but then if you fight crime as like chickens, like I think at first they wouldn't take you seriously, but then you gotta realize, like, dude, these chickens, you can't arrest the chickens. You can't arrest me for controlling the chickens, because how are they gonna know? I could be like having them like eating people's heads off and some shit. And like, you can't tie it back to me because technically everyone had to touch that chicken.
기대받지 않은 것들은 모조리
Alright.
치워버리고
And we're almost done here.
그쪽으로. 정의 이름으로. 아무것도 남지 마라.
Radical. And Dawn finishes her magic shot. Oh, I thought that would kill.
이 정도쯤이야?
Oh, but he's so dead though. Yep.
악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
And look at that! Everyone was so good while I was trying to figure out how to lead the chicken discussion in a meaningful way. Ugh.
세상의 아름다움에 대해 들어본 적 있는가?
Actually, wait. If I was using chickens to commit crimes, would they be able to actually tie that back to me, though? That's like the real question. Like, say if they captured one of the chickens somehow. Would the chicken, like, would they be able to, like, sort of fingerprint my body on its thing? Or, like, my body on the chicken? Or would that just not pop up at all? Like, did I actually ever, like, would I ever have to actually need to touch it once I started controlling it with my mind? What are we supposed to do to resolve a distortion?
간단해요.
It's simple. PAO seems to have a habit of prefacing our exposition with a disclaimer about their simplicity.
뒤틀림이 생긴 이의
What we will do is open up the
마음을
head of this heart of distorted,
경계를 풀고
disarm their mind
스스로
guard,
마음을
and coax them to
내려올 수
opening
있도록
up.
그렇군.
I see.
경계골을
You remove the
꺼내야
scapula
하나?
first, or
아니면
perhaps the
복장기?
sternum? A
속을
physical
직접
revelation of the heart.
내보이는 방법.
An interesting proposal. Or, first off, we should visit that Yubong place and figure some things out. Raw poultry is walking around. That can't be hygienic. I'm surprised they're so pristine and clean as they are. They would have been like covered in like dirt by now. And one of them probably a used needle and a candy wrapper. They look like the things that were on those people's heads earlier. I don't know what they are, but we shouldn't get too close. Unfortunately, I've forgotten about around 80 of the sinners valued my suggestions less than the cooing of a random pigeon on the roadside.
그래서
Yeah!
들을 족치면
So we can have free chicken for life if we're done walking these pullets, eh?
귀엽군.
Cute.
뭐
Let's STAB. I get it. That one was slice them all bare.
good.
Huh? Nod. Provoked, the raw chickens leapt into the air. Heathcliff! Heathcliff's face was then devoured by one of them. God fucking damn it! Heathcliff? Heathcliff stood in silence with the raw chicken adorning his head. It was quite a sight, much to my terror.
지금 히스클리프 씨 쪽이 더 괜찮은 것 같아요.
I think I like Heathcliff better this way, you know? He actually seems intelligent now.
어떻게 단테?
Gosh,
빨리
Luigi
시계
Dante,
돌려.
quick! Your clock! But then, nothing would stop me from rewinding here, but the problem is, what if my head turned to a chicken while the clock is working? That's the same difference?
시계 대가리나
Clock head,
대가리나.
clock, chicken head, there's no difference. I don't get being huffy over it. It looked like Sinclair was the only one actually worried about Heathcliff.
히스클리프 씨,
Mr. Heathcliff, are you
괜찮으세요?
alright in there?
있지. 분리가 안
Say, why don't
되면
you keep him as our
이대로 우리
mascot if the thing never comes off? What's the deal with you and mascots anyway? Mascots had effect. It's the reason whenever I look at Limbus, I see Dante, and I'm like, oh, cool, it's Dante from Limbus. Kiku. Oh,
저걸 보시오.
lead your eyes hither! Heathcliff's communicating with the other hens!
수다쟁이가 되었네요, 히스클리프 씨.
Yeah, I think Heathcliff is gonna kill us without a cigarette. Heathcliff's become quite the chatterbox.
히스클리프 씨가
It appears the chicken sitting on his face is using his mouth to communicate, rather than Heathcliff himself.
나도 실수.
I cannot leave, Sir Heathcliff.
타오르는 석양의 해결사들 코스프레를 같이 하고 싶었단 말이오. 생닭머리를
I had
해가지고
wished to cosplay with him as two fixers dead. I look at it on someday. It would only be subject to mockery if we were to engage in mummery with that chicken head. What? Okay, wait, let me process that. Who the fuck are fixers de el aterdecia al emitente someday? Wait, I'm gonna search this up. Fuck it. You know, like, no one else is here at the moment. I can do this. It's gonna be like, dude, get back to this game. And I'm like, nah, what are you gonna do? De la aterdecia. Oh, Fixers of the Fury Sunset. Okay, that's cute. Or something akin to that. I know one of those words is sunset, that's what I figured out. Alright, anyway. The avoid gathering crowd, we shoved Heathcliff to the interior of the Yubong's bar and friars and followed behind him.
이 닭대가리
I
도저히
can't
못
stand him clucking anymore.
정신이 바짝
I'll bring him
돌아오도록
back to his
만들어주지.
senses sharply. Otis grabbed the raw chicken on Heathcliff's head with one hand and began to slap it ruthlessly with her spare. Furiously. Go. The sound of the impact was comparable to when she was interrogating captive enemy.
정신 차릴 기색이 보이지
I don't
않아.
see him ever recovering on his own. Lisa has no choice.
닭머리를 통째로
I'll remove the
뽑아내겠다.
chicken head as a whole.
그렇게 막 무 뽑듯이
Is it really
뽑아도
okay to yank it
되는
off like that? You might
그러다가
peel his
얼굴
face right off
가죽이라도
with it.
답답하군.
Oh, backbone. Even if his skin were to be removed, perfectly fine as our
계시니까 괜찮은
the
거다.
manager is here to handle it. No, seriously, it's really not fine for me. Otis and I can't just. No, seriously, it's really not fine for me. Otis. And I can't just, despite her opposition, Otis began jousting the head of the chicken with all her might. Oh, he's hurting. I heard something tear. It didn't actually come off, did it?
정신이 드나?
Back with us, soldier?
입안에 왜 이상한 국물이?
What was this bottomless soup in my mouth?
키스. 계속 이상한
You were
말들을
having some serious
중얼거리면서
discussion with those chickens, collecting weird stuff. Remember?
그러고 보니
Huh? How do you say it? I think I did hear some gabbing in my head. What were they about? Some sort of recipe got lost, I guess.
손님을 모이게 하는
Was the cornerstone a eatery?
비장의
But once it was gone, he stopped
없어진 이후로
getting customers.
손님이 발길을 또 그 푸른 주인이
That's when the master started acting off and
우리들을
infected us all.
감염시키고
지금 닭들이랑
Did you say those
우리라고
chickens
하는
were
거예요?
us?
젠장.
Well, bro, I'm still recovering from those head
아직까지도
ends. This is
닭고기들의
confusing.
영향이 혼란스럽군.
쟤네 이름이
That's when you
닭불이었나?
decided to call them? Is this distortion happening because he lost his recipe? Then maybe he can somehow recreate it? We can somehow recreate it for him.
얼추 근접한 답안에
We've
도달한 것
gotten
같군요.
close enough to an answer.
뒤틀림에 대해 밝혀진
Though
건
much about
아니었지만
the distortion remains unknown, one of the noted particulars is that it occurs when
마음이 산산이
the good and
흥분해졌을
evil,
때
no, when the
발생하는
mind
일이었죠.
crumbles to figurative pieces. Sounds like you've just pivoted away from good and evil because that version would get too long for you to bother.
가령
For
홍무 씨가
instance,
도시를
let's say
살아가면서
Hong Lu held a belief that he
절대 변하지
was
않을
certain
거라고
would be
확신했던
unchanged and
믿음이
constant
있었을
as he lived in the city.
혹은 삶을
Or it could be
지탱하고
hope
있던
for
희망을
some
보는
other psychological
무언가가
substance
있었을
that has
수도
supported his life.
그게 한순간에 무너졌다면
But that support suddenly collapses in a massive, shocking event that causes one to let their ego go, or crumble, so to speak.
뭐
Well,
그럴 수도 있겠네요.
I could see that happening.
뭐
Well,
잘난 불현님 인생에서
What could be so
일어난
shocking for a
대단한
well-off
충격이다
cuss
봤자
like you?
용돈 뺏기는
Getting your
거
privy
아니었어?
purse snatched away?
용돈은 받은
Oh
적도
no, I've
없었던
never
거야?
received an allowance.
원할 때마다 쓸 수 있었는데
There was no need for such a thing when I could spend any amount whatever I wanted.
뭐야? 그럼
Really?
뭐였는데?
What else is it then?
알고
That I
있다고
knew, but I can't
생각했는데
seem to elaborate on it
지금은
with
떠오르지
words right
않네요.
now.
즉 정리를 해드리자면
Return to the point and sum things up.
뒤틀림은
Distortion is a phenomenon that arises from
원인물의 심리적
deeply
충격으로
personal
인한
psychological shocks.
단단히 마음이
The
되고
affected
쌓아올린
will have
상태로
walled off
만들어진
their heart with a solid
이
defense.
벽을
This
뒤틀림을
wall has to be
원하는
brought
방식을 통해서
down using methods that the distortion would approve.
여기서
In that case, the distortion would want chicken-based cooking, right? Berger took a confident step forward as he said that.
전쟁통에서
I cooked up a good few meals using leftovers and cans for my comrades in arms during the war.
트라우마에 시달리다
Those traumatized soldiers moved to tears by my dishes as they gobbled up the stuff.
방금
Hey now, is it just me or did I hear somebody scoff at that?
웃기는군.
How droll.
털털 주제에
What does a
어디서 요리를
CF
의논하는
know
거지?
about cooking?
네 놈.
You'd be better off flipping
차라리
burger
그
patties
집으로
with your
햄버거
pincer.
패티나 굽는
와,
Oh,
그레고로 씨가 가게를
Mr.
차린다면
Gregor opened a business.
집게사장이 되는
He'd be a
거네요.
boss with big meaty claws. Honglu. Sorry. No way Honglu watches SpongeBob.
묘쇼.
Risha? That's short for crawling furball, isn't it?
그래도 뭔가 집게 사장이라는
But I'll
것도
say,
마음에 드네.
I do like the idea of being the guy with big meaty claws. My My head just got sting.
요리는 말이지.
A true chef follows their tongue.
그리고
and
거미시키는 대로
blade.
하는 것이 전쟁통에서
Would you really say that food
해먹는
haphazardly
음식.
mashed together in a war zone
진짜
is real
요리라고
cuisine?
부를 가치가 있는가?
오,
어.
방금 명대사 나왔어.
That's one for the cookbooks.
심지어 료슈
Thank
씨가
you, Yosho.
줄여 말하지도
She's speaking
않았어요.
with the full words for once.
있어 보이는 말이긴 하지만 저자한테서 들으니까 기분이 거시기하군.
It sounded cool, but I'm not sure you're one to go.
아니 그런데 요리는
Actually,
기본적인
hold on.
요리오슈?
Have you ever cooked before, Ryoshu?
당연.
Obviously.
지답지 않은 이놈이
I've
상상도
crafted
찰수
dishes
없는
on a level
경지에
that you as a trifling cook can't dare imagine. Okay,
점점
now I'm starting to get mad.
그럼
Let's see then.
나는 료슈.
I'm on Chu's
나
side.
갑자기 편을 나누는 이유는
Why are we
뭐지?
splitting up the teams now?
재밌잖아.
Meanwhile, fucking executive food manager out there is like, what are these fuckers doing? I tell them to do a job. Nah, this is important. Oh, I mean, it's fun.
그리고
And why did you end up siding with her?
그래.
Greg,
우린
darling.
그동안 너무 가까웠어.
We've been stuck too close for too long.
벽을 좀
Why don't we try a little distance just for today? Heathcliff, having shaken off the dizziness, walked to Gregor's side.
그러니까 저
So,
자식의
we win by
박살을
pulping her up, eh? No, we aren't crushing anyone with force.
설마 부하들에게 통조림을
You admit to
먹였단
feeding
말인가?
your men canned food? You're a disgrace of a soldier. For your reference, I much prefer instant foods. That reference is just a preference!
유치하네요 정말.
This is childish,
이런
really.
걸로 편가르기나
Do you guys
하고
seriously
싶어요.
want to take sides over this?
그래서
Tell us.
에이스는 어느
Why don't you
쪽이야?
tell us which side are you on, Ishi?
만약에 수감자
We have to choose between Greg and Rios
쓰레기나
to serve food for us
류스
sinners?
수작 부리지
Why
마.
don't you try and coax her? I know Ishmael and I have been thick as thieves since early on. In spite of Gregor's confidence, Ishmael's face and posture betrayed a sense of awkwardness. Ishmael? No! He killed Ishmael! Ishmael Rodia! How could you do this to him?
그레고르 씨의 통조림 음식은 소시적에 배 위에서 지긋지긋.
Sorry, Gregor, but if it's canned goods we're talking about, I ate more than I ever wanted on the ship.
왜?
Come on, why would you look me in the eyes? Why won't you look me in the eyes, Ishmael? Ishmael took a few sluggish steps backwards to stand next to Yeshu. Her eyes never looked up to me, Gregor. Even though there wasn't much rapport to begin with, I could hear what little trusting bond existed between the two fall apart. Don Quixote had glued herself to Gregor's back before I noticed. Her face was off color. As a matter of truth, while for baking upon skewered chicken on the bus, I bore witness to that woman's most
저자가 무슨 짓을
awful deed. What'd you do with the chicken kebab?
뭘 해?
That is, nay, I cannot begin to put into words. Well. You saw it, did you? That was a secret technique of mine to bring out the Dakekoshi's ultimate flavor. Don Quixote shuddered violently. Soon enough, Anglu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes.
살면서 애완동물 사료 같은 음식.
It would be a unique experience to try dishes comparable to pet food once in my life, right? I'll be rooting for you, Gregor. What the fuck is wrong with everybody? Right, thanks a lot.
그거 참
Anglu.
고마워.
Anglu stood behind Gregor wearing a kind smile on his face.
파우스트.
Thus, I can count on you, of all people, to make the rational choice, yeah?
글쎄요.
I don't know.
파우스트는
Faust can enjoy a risky venture from time to time. Faust, no! With that profound remark, Faust took a place behind Ryu's shoe. No!
이해가 안 돼요.
I really don't get it. Why are we splitting our group into opposing teams?
어이,
Hey,
그때 말
chick.
늦다.
pick a way
살아남기를
to
고르자.
survive or buzz off. Chirping hesitation is cool, kiddo. Then. And Claire, you must be linked to Ryosho on a spiritual level at this point. No, my god! Ryosho's ruthless remark made Sinclair trudge to her side. Isn't it unfair to threaten him to join you? That's cheating! I shan't choose. Indeed, I humbly await your selection.
저건 필요 없어. 가져.
Don't need that. You take it. you saying was placed on Gregor's team without him moving a muscle? What the fuck, Rich? Lastly, Merson quickly stood behind Gregor. My sinners are fucking stupid, dog. What the fuck are they gonna do? A fucking chicken is rampaging on the goddamn streets, and my fucking sinners are like doing fucking world's hottest chef right now. Like, what the fuck? This is a fucking war. This is like a war zone right now. Y'all are fucking complaining about chicken recipes. All right, lastly, Merson quickly stood behind Gregor. Merson just said, teams are uneven. I need to balance this. A little touch, but I know we never got to talk much, but you still decided to come and stand by me in my time of need. So I have only done so because joining the team, if you remember, would set the Why was I right? Merson, you don't say that to him. He needs support. He literally had fucking the two people he actually thought. Actually, no, the 2 to 3 people he had some kinship with decided to immediately go against him when it came to cooking. One of them was threatened, and Otis just said, "Fuck you guys." Everyone that's been joining Gregor's side has just been here for the sake of. The only one genuinely here is fucking Heathcliff. Everyone else is just here for the sake of being here. Some of them claimed that they saw tears well up in Gregor's eyes at that moment. But the teams decided we entered the kitchen of U-Bongs, looking for a suitable place to cook. It had become a long neglected mess with traces of foul rampage. However, Ryusha and Gregor kicked stray plates and utensils out of their way like it was none of their business, and took their spots. Hang on, are we allowed to do all this in someone else's restaurant? It's a raft, so why care?
어차피 망하기 직전의 식당이라고요?
You can't call the restaurant already fated to shut. We're trying to help! Yeah. Our goal is to deal with the distortion, isn't it? An angry flock of chickens flared to intimidate the sudden intruders, but much to their dismay, get in my way and you're all getting chopped. Get in my way, you're all getting sliced. Oh, chopped and sliced. You guys look more in sync now. That was such a long introduction to us having to fight these chickens, dog. Dog, my cinders are dumb. I was like, God fucking damn it. Come on, Don. Thank you. Somehow there's more chickens. Well, there's only one way to tenderize. I was gonna say, how the fuck are some of y'all favored for a chicken and not dominating? Fatal. Alright. Okay, cool. And how the fuck are some of y'all neutral against these? Alright, I'll trust you. Don, I swear to fucking God. Okay, cool. You are dominating us. You, thankfully, won. You killed it. Literally. Come on. Connect those strings that bind you and strike them down. Show that there's no future for rotted poultry. Oh man. You know, moments like these, I wish I developed an online anonymous identity that didn't have my face next to it. Because then I want to ramble about things and not have to worry about the consequences of my face being connected to such rambles. No, mainly I'm rambling about... the fucking price increase in Nintendo Switch consoles, because that, oh my god, that's the reason why I want to at least play this game today. I need to get my mind off that. But anyway, let's get back to hottest food debate. Ryosho and Gregor radiated a burning viciousness. Is this mysterious murderous aura supposed to be part of the culinary experience?
그딴 레시피 따위.
What recipe are you even gonna show? More canned
하나
crapula? There's no dish that beats the taste of survival.
어이 노랭이.
Hey, champagne here. Give me a hand.
이상 씨.
Okay.
미안하지만 이 통장.
You're saying, sorry, but can you open this can for me?
그리하겠어.
As you so wish. The sights and sounds filling the kitchen seemed at least somewhat proper. I can hear knives hitting the cutting boards, broth boiling up in pots, and fire sizzling on cigarettes. Huh? Why do I hear smoking in the kitchen? The two remain silent. How do you hear smoking in the kitchen is crazy, dog. Of course, as expected, the sound of a cigarette being snuffed out came from Gregor's side.
예전보다 많이
Dog, my
나아졌다.
dog, this food better not be y'all's ashtray.
그러고 보니까 그 환상체 이제 가호를 내려준 아이가 없어졌지. 알고 침식도 양호. 아마도.
And
이딴과 많이 손끝이라도 되려는 자가 있다니.
지키기 위해서.
how Faust lost to a chicken, I have no idea. Alright. Guys, kick him to the curb. Prove to them that you're better than the butts. What the fuck, Don? I didn't even get to finish my heroic speech for y'all. Y'all, you immediately are starting to get your head bitten off by a chicken.
기대받지 않은 것들을 모조리 치워버리고.
Let's see, that inflict anything on you? Love, hate, here comes... I guess it inflicts sinking? And hysteria? Okay, we have to win all these. There's no way a chicken gets the better of... Yeah, see, there you go. See, Gregor got it. What the fuck, Don?
지키기 위해서 너도 누군가에게 맡겼겠지만.
God, I sort of fucking God. Alright, you just get a power guard. Come on, make mincemeat out of them. Oh my god, thank God.
너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만.
불청객은 찌그러져 있도.
Alright, fatal and sinking. How? Fuck it, let's go for it. How? Okay, cool. And finish him off. We're gonna show you the motion controls, the Super Nintendo Joy-Con with the Super Mario Party minigame where we're frying a cube of meat. Yeah, that's what y'all are to us. Nothing but a tech demo. Get y'all's asses kicked.
제거하시지요.
And once there was a crying little wimp all the way home, ain't that right, small fry poultry? Say, Gregor. Yeah! 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 Anyway.
지킬 게 많거든.
I'm enjoying the fact I can be loud in this room as much as I can. You know, in the sunniest way, it's like, play like no one's watching. But then the truth is, who even is watching? I'm joking, obviously.
하우스트가 맞이하죠.
Ugh. I stared at Gregor's dish for a good while. What is this, Gregor?
밀리터리 서바이벌 음식.
Oh my fucking god, his little paper hat. A military survivalist meal. Or something like that. Do they really eat this in the military? Look, manager bud. Didn't you say you're an amnesiac? Since when were you such a delicate food critic, huh? Gregor lost his usual calm demeanor and suddenly snapped at me. I looked at Ryosha serving next. I thought I was looking at a brand new work of art. As in, I had no idea what it was supposed to be. Ryosha, just make sure you didn't mistake our objective of assassinating the stored restaurant owner. Did you? Wait, just... STCU. She wants to shut the clock up. Heathcliff and Mersal had caught the owner of Yubong and put him in a seat in the meantime. Such an off-screen feat. We start by feeding him Ryosha's cooking. The distortion's language is difficult to parse. It would take at least 70 hours to decipher it based on the speech pattern and cadence. That long? We can't be frying chickens for all that time. Wait. Dan can hear his voice in my head. I'm curious. This could be due to the influence of the golden bells of collecting. I think I just heard a staggering statement, but Yona's cries are too distracting. What is he trying to say? A funeral procession in my mouth. Is your cooking theme poultry apocalypse, he asks? Right. Today will be the day I rip that clock from its stems. I was just relaying his review! And the two of you can go to hell together! Got two Kopki, eh, Ryosha? Confidence is good and all, but it's no match for hard-boiled experience. Alright, guess it's my turn. Open wide, pal. Is he starting to open his heart? He's wondering if it was sludged up from the food waste dumpster outside. Looks like both your dishes failed. The owner and his chickens came at us with growls, as if to express their manager's anger in full. Sorry, I thought I was going to do. As if to express their anger in full. Nice. Fuck that evading one. Wait. How did Otis go into panic from evade?
불편한 점이라도 있으십니까?
All it did was evade. At least I didn't capitalize on it, but god damn, that was annoying. Let's see how this goes. A targeted strike, yes. I should have gotten water, my throat's dry. All I have is this day-old glass of milk. There's nothing inside. What keeps go? God damn, Otis is getting flipped up by these fuckers. Oh crap, there's big guy. Hey buddy. Okay. Wait, already? I thought we'd have to fight him at the end. We're at the halfway point, no? Aw, is there something worse?
너도 누군가에겐 아껴줬겠지만
Okay, cool. Big guy staggered. Looks like he flew a little too high over the coop. Here's the
날카롭고 정확하게
sending you wee all the way home. Go become slop for the pigs. I say that when I see Gregor bleeding. And he's staggered. And Rodio's about to lose an encounter with a fucking piece of poultry. I don't care if he's seasoned, fuck that guy. Let's dominate this. Alright, I don't know how good this is. This battle will conclude with victory! That was not worth it at all. Rodia just died. God fucking damn it. Why the fuck is... What's wrong with him? Faust knows all outcomes. Okay, cool, he retreats. God damn, what the fuck was that? Fuck that guy. What the fuck was that move? 3 out of 5?
이
What's
숫자는
that?
뭐야?
What are these numbers?
다섯의 기회 중
Maybe an indicator, alerting us of
이런 뜻이 아닐까.
squandering 2 out of 5 opportunities? I guess each team can prepare another dish then. How's that sound? And just like that, thus began Limbus Company's petite cooking competition. Right now, let's decide each of us a role. Not that it'll make a difference, but... Hey, Hong Lu, have you ever seen a kitchen before?
제 방엔 부엌이라는 게 따로 없어.
Well, my room didn't have any kitchenettes, though I did sneak into the grand dining hall on the second floor a few times for snacks when I was a kid.
그다음
I keep accidentally skipping the... So, next up we have, Yenseng?
며칠 전에 다 같이 유튜브
Wasn't he the only one who came out fine when we drank that spilt milk the other day? The smell is sensational one, permeating my
피해까지 스며드는
blurry depths.
센슈얼한
Ahem!
돈키호테.
Something wrong with your throat? Let's say you let me take the mantle. She said this with a bashful expression, her hands behind her back. Well, to be fair, one of them's on her lance.
돈키호테.
Kyote.
이거 꼬맹이들
This is the
재밌는
time
시간
for kid
아니야.
stuff.
꼬맹이 아니야.
I'm not child. Why am I denied the chef's place when Sinclair is allowed to do such on the other team? The kitchen is chopped too unevenly. You should cut them better. Your back straight. Right. Okay.
꼬맹이.
You know, isn't this a bit bland? I think it could use a teensy bit more sweetness.
촉촉지근하게 했으면 좋겠.
Sweetness? Let me see. Where's the sugar?
파우스트가 보았을 때
Based on what Faust is seeing, the heat needs to be
해야
put.
한다는 판단이
Except
듭니다.
one not. Are they just fucking backseating him cooking? They're just fucking backseating him. That's fucking crazy, dude. I fucking can't.
저건 안 돼.
That one's hopeless. The knife's grip is all wrong.
다들 그러지
Why
말고
don't
직접
you all stop being
거들지.
backseat chefs and actually help? I mean, you could definitely trust Sinclair to take on that kind of stuff. His palate should be good enough to judge, too. Growing up in a wealthy family and all.
잠깐. 왜
Oh,
나한테
wait a
아무도
tick.
요리해보란
Why is
말을
nobody
안
giving
해?
me any suggestions?
봐.
Watch, I can cook an egg. Holy hell! Why is the damn frying pan heated? That would screw me dead!
뜨거워서 뒤집어.
Everyone watched as the pan he cooked through hit a wall and broke into pieces. The restaurant reeks of mold and other unclean stains. It's like the kitchen has been untended for at least 140 days.
차라리 밖에서 요리를
Cooking outside may be more sanitary to the current situation.
나도 시켜줘.
I give me permission to cook! How dare you mess up our kitchen? You'll reckon with our wrath for your foul deed. It just felt like that's what it was saying. Come on. Get together, Greg. Oh my lord, these fucking dumbasses. It's so funny. We really did have such like a high emotional story
칭찬 감사합니다.
of Sinclair confronting his past.
남김없이 모든
And now we're just literally going through the fucking battle of watching all of us deal with freaking chickens. Alright. God, why is the outside world so hot today? Like, I think to myself, is it when you're a kid you don't process how hot or cold things are? Like, obviously you process when you're having hypothermia, but you don't really process you're having hypothermia. You have to other people tell you like, dude, your lips are turning blue. What? No, I feel fine. And you're fucking chattering your teeth and all that. But now, like, I get older, I'm all sweating through 5 of my shirts and I feel so self-conscious that I should probably carry an extra set of deodorant just in case. I did not read! Shit, someone's failing! Hopefully it's one of the chickens that were staggering. That chicken staggered. Yeah, Faust lost. Yeah, I fucked up. Okay, cool, this is all good.
손끝이라도 대려는 자가
Swing.
이제 추락한
Strike.
지킬 게 많거든.
I really wish I can be delusional for a few more years.
이딴
But I think within the year I need to let go of such delusions and move forward. Alright. Oh my god. How we are getting beaten by poultry. I cannot understand this. She has a 75% chance of corroding with it. Oh, this one's gonna ease. I see it. Beat the majority, win the odds. And we still lost.
제대로 들어갔습니다.
Alright. Well, I guess she's overclocking. Go for it, Don. Let the overclock flow. All these afflictions shall be brought. Oh no! She got Faust in the crossfire! Well, we won, but you killed Faust in the process. That's not how we're gonna win this cooking show, you know.
승리의 보람과 세상의 아름다움에 대해 들어본 적 있는가? 없어도 전혀 상관없다네. 지금 우리가 보는 경치가
I have to use one of my capsules to also get more
그런
stuff.
것일 테니.
최선을 다해 임하겠습니다.
Can anyone tell me what this food is meant to be? Tis quite simple.
관리자날이
Manager Esquire, is not chocolate such delicacy? Thus we put it in the cooking.
그리고
Next, I utilize oranges as a substitute for potatoes, for I much...
그리고 난 감자가 싫기 때문에 비슷해 보이는 오렌지를 대신 넣었어.
Orange?
뭐? 누구 마음대로
What?
감자를 빼냐?
What do you think
어이없는
you're...
새끼네.
Who do you think you are to take Spuds out like that? You're right, Bob and Bud. Okay, but why is the chicken so brutally torn to bits?
우리 동네에서는
It was courtesy in our town to rip chickens into bite-sized pieces using our hands.
별미가 아닐 수
It was a
없어.
treat to remember. I mean, I would... I don't know what... Okay, so... Chocolate oranges... And... torn up chicken? And what's this black thing? It's a lump of coal. Why is a lump of coal in the
이거
pan?
가만 보니까
I'm playing an awful lot for a mouthless cuss.
너 이거 먹어.
What do you even know how to eat this stuff? Chicken rushed at us under the distorted restaurant's owner's shot, yet decisive order. Oh yeah, he fucking hated it. Like, what the fuck was the goal with that?
명령대로.
Like, I guess chocolate oranges don't sound bad. But what the fuck? We just gave him a plate of genuine slop. This shit is so ass, bro. Like, what the fuck?
날카롭고 정확하게.
Oh. Oh, we're so killing this chicken. Yeah. Wait, does killing the chicken drop our sanity? Is that why we've been running into like very tense fights recently?
본인이 하지.
How would I even drop a sandy in a fucking chicken? There's no brain. Like, is the body just now considered a brain for them?
본인은
I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God.
퇴거하시죠.
Alright.
정확하게. 아무것도 남지 마라.
Staggered.
쓰레기 같은 아늑한 놈들.
Yep, fighting these chickens is lowering our sanity.
그쪽은 지키기 위해서. 나도 지킬 게 많거든.
That's 25% chance to be corroded. What can go wrong?
설마가 이러려면
25 is like 1/4 the odds.
이 전투는 승리.
This battle will conclude with victory. See, look, it wasn't corroded. We did good. I hate that fighting these things keep lowering our sanity.
이겨왔지 않은 놈들은 모조리 치워버리고.
Alright, let's just finish this out.
손끝이라도 되려는 자가 있다 차라리.
And there we are. Victory on a silver spoon.
아니, 이게 어떻게 된
What
일이야?
manner of foul trickery is this? The number has gone down once the judge has yet to even touch his dish. He says it's not even worth evaluating since what you said of it scared away his appetite.
주인이 뱉었던 음절수에 비해
It's a
너무
few
해석이
more
길지
syllables
않나?
than what the owner spoke, isn't it?
벌써 철회해 주세요.
Right, he is. May this rejection be revoked. Hold it. Let me ask you guys this first. Have any of you even tasted this thing? You can't just feed other things you haven't tried yourselves. We're trying to please someone here. Looker's got a point, I have to admit.
맞는 소리야.
Let's try this. The tension was thicker than when we were preparing for battle. I urge you not to look at me with such eyes. Permit me. If my sacrifice helps us to unfurl the wickedness of the world. Don shut her eyes tight. Well, we're alright. Someone just get the damn stuff in their jaw. Heathcliff grabbed a lump of the serving and shoved it into the nearest person's mouth. Oh my god, the fucking mess all over from the fucking cooking. Mersal stood completely still at the unexpected taste test. That kill him on the spot? I swear upon my honor that I have done nothing to cause trouble this time. If Sir Virgil is ever to ask who is responsible. Mersal turned to Heathcliff very slowly. The what?
전반적으로 간이 잘
The dressing is
닭고기를
earnest overall.
비린내와 잡내를 잡는 것에 실패했고 소스는 지나치게 걸쭉해서 깊은 맛이 나지 않는다. 닭고기를 너무 들쭉날쭉히 터먹냄으로써 사용자의 입맛을 돋구지 못한다.
Oh my god, he just fuck. Wait, no, is it code? Have you gone loony?
말다 했냐?
That. What do you have to say?
아니, 끝이 아니다.
I've not finished.
간조합이 너무나 엉망진창. 그걸 먹은 내 입도 진창. 당신은 설탕이 부족하다고 버터 2스푼 반을 잘라 담고 허나 내 입 못 버텨.
Thank you, Versal. Thank you. I'm not even gonna repeat that. That was beautiful. I love you.
미안하오.
I'm quite sorry.
이상.
Just like,
당신은 이름값을
let's get-
산 건지 이상한 음식을 이상하게 만드는 건 내 일을 상하게 할 이상인가? 내 이야기는 여기까지. 이상.
I have not one excuse.
잠깐.
Homeboy more. Is he? Was this by something or what?
보통의 사람들은
Most people were unable to accept my point when I elaborated my statement in detail.
그러니
This is that I have not bothered to expand upon them until now. Additionally,
그럼 이번에는
I know.
르소 씨가 요리를
Why don't we
하시면
let
되겠네요.
Mersal take charge this time? Alan swiftly made a suggestion with a shower of claps to break the frigid tension before his turn to be condemned. Chimera.
물심양면으로 도와드릴게요.
We'll help you with everything you need. I do not prefer to have assistants around.
걱정 마시오.
Right now, we shan't disappoint you. Don bravely exclaimed, rolling up her sleeves. Cooking is not my specialty, but if you so insist, I will readily attempt it. Let's have a look at Ryusha's team then. While there is a spectacle occurring on Gregor's team, the air has grown tense around Ryusha's crew. But
대체 짜면서도
how in the
싱거워야
wing's
하고
name am I
그걸
supposed to
달진
make a
않아야
food that's
하지만
both salty and clean,
너무 익혀서는
sweet
안
but not too
되고
sugary,
사람은 지금
and lightly
진짜
cooked but
어떻게
somehow
만들어야
also
하는 거야?
crispy? Sinclair yelled, throwing the apron he'd been wearing to the floor. Oh, my baby boy Sinclair! I can't do this anymore. I guess this ball is right. Beating Cliff at arm wrestling is gonna be easier than this. That was a joke. Physically speaking, it is as likely as Sinclair's height increasing by 5 centimeters in just 1 week. In other words, a nigh impossible. Shut up already! It's all the same! How weak, you cannot withstand a few criticisms. And come whining like the pathetic soldier you are. Y'all are fucking the worst! Y'all are not helping him! He might have actually cooked something good because maybe Sinclair actually has some fucking understanding of how to make food. If anything, I'm concerned for all y'all's well-being. Y'all haven't been eating anything. Probably eating prepackaged frozen meals. If you're so damn sure of yourself, why don't you do it yourself then? As courageous as rebuttal was, his eyes were shut tight. You leave me no choice. I don't worry, stragglers. It's about time someone led this troop. I love the little transition of her getting a hat. In a series of turbulent events that didn't fully catch, Mersault took up Gregor's culinary antenna and took blanc. The crew grew busy as Gregor's sitters moved accordingly to Mersault's orders. Behold, Mersault, I have carved this one into the adorable shape of a star. Potatoes should be cut into square pieces so that may be evenly cooked on all sides. Nevertheless, square shapes, 5 centimeters. Mersault looked more charismatic than ever with the mantle of head chef upon his shoulders. Ah, whatever. A chicken's a chicken. It can only be so special. Who knows? That lost recipe of his might have been all superficial stuff like 1 spoonful of earnest and 3 scoops of effort, isn't it? Oh, so this is how you cook potatoes. What the? You thought that all of his baked potatoes out in the fields? Taking me for a fool, aren't you? Obviously, ripe potatoes fall from their trees when the time is right. Oh, he knows nothing. I was just kidding, Heathcliff. Oh, what are you planning to do with that tenderizer? The serene flower has blossomed on this yam. Though a bud can indeed bloom even upon this barren ground. That is a sign that potato is poisonous. It must be disposed of immediately. Don Quixote, confiscate it. Ready ho! Oh, please, do not do such. Burnt things are significant in their own ways. And true, the state of being burnt may as well be an imaginary concept, defined by man when the essence of the object has remained unchanged. Burnt refers to the condition in which a food item is discolored beyond a certain degree and produced an acrid smell after prolonged exposure to high heats. And this one has burnt to its core. It's right to discard as a long-term consumption of burnt food can negatively impact the body. How regrettable. Mersault became a ruthless chef, but the instinct remained most unhelpful. Heathcliff was peeling ingredients at a surprisingly brisk rate. Don't gab at me. It'll ruin my focus. Now's our luxury. A real papa can peel any spud with nothing more than a metal spoon. This gets a pass. You're awarded extra points for the expertise displayed in your excellent strokes. That's class! Watch closely. You need to employ a wide variety of ingredients. Being a picky eater is what stunted your growth. I can still get taller from here. Oh, why are you bullying him? He fucking you fucking saw him go through trauma and y'all are still bullying him. What the fuck? I think. Also, an unbalanced diet is the reason why your hair is turned all gray. Faust has always had. Her hands in particular have become coarse and rough for the same reason. Excuse me. This is because all of the work I did aboard the ship. Me next, Otis. What about me? What's the diagnosis? Don't yell frivolously like that. You're being a distraction. My sinners are so stupid, guys. I just...
예전보다 많이 나아진 것 같다. 나도. 그러고 보니까 그 환상체 이제 가호를 내려준 아이가 없어졌지. 다시 관리를 맡겨주실까? 에고 침식도 양호. 아마도.
Oh my god, these fucking images. Alright, let's go back to cooking in the kitchen. And somehow fucking... Why are these fuckers giving us a hard time?
너도 누군가에겐
This is so humiliating, dog. What do you mean that we're losing to them?
기대받지 않은 모조리 치워버린다.
Go for it.
정의 이름으로.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Otis. You found a way to win that encounter. And Greg's gonna kill him.
처리했습니다.
Why does killing the chickens lower? Okay, I need to see this at this point. That's why. That's so tedious. For now, I'm just gonna let y'all work accordingly.
날카롭고 정확하게.
이 땅과 만.
Man, breakthrough.
손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
지키기 너도 누군가에겐 합격했을 나도 지킬 게 많거든.
These annoying ass chickens.
악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
25% corruption, we're fine.
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
그대로 들어갔습니다.
Finish him off, Greg. God damn it, Gregory. Couldn't finish him off. Now look at this. Faust has to do more work. At least it didn't corrupt, that's all I ask.
정의 이름으로.
Bang.
악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
지킬 게
Dead.
많거든.
Alright.
이쪽으로.
I'm getting tired a little bit. I'm being a little frank. Honestly, yeah. Let's see. Man, I'm just craving chicken right now. Oh, Don's struggling. Wait.
정확하게.
Everyone else kill it! Cool.
지킬 게 많거든. 예전보다 많이 나아진 것 같다. 나도.
Alright. We need to wrap this up.
그 환상체.
Wait, that's the dungeon boss?
이제 가오를 내려준 아이가 없어졌지.
No, we only have one choice. I didn't read that. You know we only have 2 chances left, right, team? How about we start with Mersault? Made by following the formula to a T. Prepared with pinpoint precision, Mersaults look like a picture in a cookbook come to life. Right. Recently that looks actual servings. Sorry, I'm responding to something. See, we have something that looks like an actual serving, so that's a good start. Having a taste of Mersault, the restaurant quickly savored it, contemplated for a while. I've had to ruminate on this dish for a long time. It was an excellent serving in all tangible ways. The smell, the taste, the presentation. Yet I felt that it was still missing something I couldn't quite describe with words. And that was professionalism as a cook. An ironic smidge of blemish within perfection. That is why this dish cannot get a pass, unfortunately. Suddenly started sounding like a posh chef? A posh judge. It's so funny, because it's the concept of Mersault cooked it by the book, but in this guy's eyes, it's like, that's the thing. There's no room, there was no something personal. It was, or professional, you know what I mean. Someone took the mask off that blighter's head. The one thing distorted about him about to be his crooked attitude. Nevertheless, I hold no regrets over this battle. At least the chickens aren't bum rushing us this time. Only one chance left. Otis brought our dish to the table. It looks neat, none too fancy, but still simple and clean. What are these couple of needles on the dish for, Otis? They look like flock ants. They are a simple decoration added in tribute to you, executive manager. Ooh, I get bonus points if I could. Dante! Not you finally succumbing to Otis's fucking bootlicking! The comment that followed from the owner was too sensational for me to put into words. Such a mess. We're getting bored with all the sorts of nonsense. Gotta live through this unforgiving world if we get all heartbroken or something so small. Get it together already. My mother was always like that. Rather than kind and caring words, she would scold me with her nitpicky lectures. She was so particular about chicken too, rarely touching a piece that anybody else would take in a heartbeat. Running this restaurant, I'd forgotten something important. Oh mother. Now's our chance. The sorcerer what I was weakening. Look at this. Some kind of door has appeared next to him. Should we go through it? What made Otis's dish stand out anyway? Let's march, soldiers. May we see the end of this. Because it was filled with the right amount of sucking up. Alright, dungeon crawling. Oh shit. Didn't expect to see this. Let's see. Alright, broken compass. And the ones we're taking, obviously, you... Oh, right. We'll take all of y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, no, we're fine. Our average team is like that. If anything... Here, we can do this. I'm going about team level up later. We can figure this out. Our average team is good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Okay, so... Experience I never had. I'm so...
호스트가 맞이하죠.
명령대로. 명령대로.
Come on, guys. Looks like we have a battered, deep fried and battered. Get defeathered and get kicked from the curb. Call the CDC. You're done.
손끝이라도 대려는
Rating F is ready for you for this restaurant.
단정하지 않다.
Alright. And let's break them together! Get skewered, we're making kebabs! K-Corp's on the menu.
쓰레기 같은 아르카나 놈들.
지킬 게 많거든.
Yeah, honestly, once items are in play, no, I'm winning this dungeon. Alright, yeah, let's go to where we can get the most items out of this. I'm surprised it's done like this. I thought it was gonna be... I guess it... So the contos are traditional dungeon crawls. Oh, right, because we're dungeon crawling, her mental state's relatively the same. But thankfully everyone's dominating. So Nintendo Direct today, guys, pretty interesting. Or yesterday. I mean, besides like... Okay, I'm gonna finally express this. Capcom, I love you, but fuck y'all! Like, yeah, Monster Hunter Stories 3, yeah, it's pretty cool, I respect it. It's just... Okay, I'm complaining as a Mega Man fan, and I guess as an Ace Attorney fan by extension. Because I am genuinely... Okay, actually no. I'm complaining as... Yeah, I'm complaining as both. Because... I'll start with Mega Man first. They have not released a new Mega Man Legacy Collection since 2023. Which has been like, we're almost going 2 years without a new Legacy Collection. And before that, we haven't gotten a new Mega Man game in general ever since the franchise revival in 2018. At that point, I understand probably Mega Man 11 was just an anniversary game more than an actual idea of them saying we're going to bring back other Mega Man titles. And look, I wouldn't be as upset if there was just maybe like something of a game akin available. Because Mega Man is a franchise I deeply love and respect. I don't think it needs to always come back. Because I think it had enough run to where we can respect the games that are currently out, you know? You can play the classic Mega Man, that's endless. That can always be played for forever. Let's see. Take a break. And then we're getting the Scarlet Moss. Cool. Now when we deal damage... Wait, I wonder. Okay, no. So I was just checking if it works the same as Mirror Dungeon for remote. But what's so annoying is they clearly do show, like, according to Capcom, I don't know if any of y'all are very aware of their strategies. They like to promote the series as a whole, keeping the series alive in the public IP. You know, and that's a thing that a lot of companies are trying to do with their games and all that. They're franchising them. As much as we hate the Master Chief Halo series, it existed to keep promoting Halo outside the games. Now, whether it's good or bad is a whole different discussion. And you know, that's how we have stuff like cafe collaborations, meal collaborations, special products, special posters, giveaways, all that stuff. And with Mega Man, that's been true for recently a while. It's why we have the Mega Man art books, why we have little commemorative plushies, and little gachas in Japan, all that. It's to keep the franchise alive to the public. But it's annoying to me because, again, it's been like, I get that we're not gonna probably get a game yearly. You know, I'm perfectly fine without a game yearly, but we have not gotten anything. Also, let me read this before we. A bright spot shines, a portion of noisy area. That's Tango. Look at their movements, dance. I'll alert it truthfully. Feed me. Sauce is leaking from that body. Shout too loud. Notify the leakage. The chicken quickly ran its wings. Kirker wants to chip back. Proceed. This cannot be ignored. Ah, god damn it. God damn it! Fuck! How was I supposed to know it was gonna be Lust? God damn it. Yeah. How was I supposed to know it was gonna be Lust related?
최선을 다해 임하겠습니다.
But we haven't gotten any Legacy Collection or game or anything. And I'm not gonna count Mega Man X Dive. That is not true. It's annoying because it's like, it's more the fact of like, yeah, I get it, keep the game alive publicly in the public eye, all that stuff. But then it's very clear that like Capcom's priorities has been ever since Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, and Street Fighter reached like wider success than I've ever imagined. I want to especially argue Monster Hunter for crying out loud, because I want to argue. I think it was around definitely World coming out and the 3DS games, and there are probably Monster Hunter fans that can probably put me better. They realized, wait, this is our big moneymaker franchise, and meanwhile I can barely boot up World on my PC. Like, yeah, Monster Hunter's fun and all that. But then, and that's why I'm a little miffed where it's like, I respect Monster Hunter Stories 3, because, you know, they probably re-releasing a sequel and then re-releasing the first one probably helped promote it further, and they definitely had plans to this. But it's like, this is cool, but why the fuck is it just Monster Hunter we're hearing about? Why the fuck is it just like, that's how I felt too during the Game Awards, because it's like, everyone else probably has their own excitement for hearing a Resident Evil game, but don't let Resident Evil fans trick you into believing that their franchise is niche and they're not getting any of their games they want. For crying out loud, they literally got Resident Evil 4 Remake, which is a very highly appraised game for remaking. Like, Capcom loves them because they know people will still keep buying them. And Street Fighter is a whole different discussion, but that's just more of a discussion about the fighting game scene itself. So then, meanwhile, we have, while yes, it's clear Capcom does love their franchise. It's like Ace Attorney finally has a proper localized collections all throughout. Like literally, Investigations and Apollo Justice released in the same year. But now you gotta imagine this from a perspective of me, as an Ace Attorney fan that has played all these games, or especially finally about Investigations 2 and played the official localization that it now has. And now it's like, okay, cool. I would assume a lot of these re-releases, the last time you made a new Ace Attorney was in 2016. That means probably, you know, I mean, 9 years going. I'd like to imagine maybe y'all had another sequel in mind, a spin-off, anything? No, just collection releases. I mean, yeah, cool. No, I understand completely. But really, not a hint to any of that. And it's so frustrating because it's like, oh, here's these Capcom game showcases, and it's like, and you know, let's support the other games where we support the other games, obviously. You know, like, shit, what's that Samurai one? I'm gonna support Pragmatica when it comes out. I didn't support the Exo Primal because I personally, it was a genre that did not call to me as much as I wanted to. It's just the myth feeling, because I don't know. Alternatively, it's the alternate to what Bandai has finally gotten around to. Because here's Bandai where it's like, oh, by the way, for Pac-Man's anniversary, we're gonna be a little weird. We're Shadow Labyrinth. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. By the way, Pac-Man Repack 2, yes, fucking go! And a new Katamari Damacy. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Like, they announced it within the same evening, and it's like, oh, Bandai is making more of a note about their lesser, smaller franchises and giving them more prominent limelight. That's actually pretty nice to hear. And then it makes me look at Capcom like, why the fuck aren't y'all doing this? And like, I know I'm rambling, it's just, I am just frustrated, dog. I want, like, I don't know. I know probably not a new Mega Man game, but I just want, like, I don't know, Star Force Legacy Collection or a Mega Man Legends collection. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the, we gotta maintain, no, but we can maintain it in the public eye type shit. It's like, no, fuck that. Give an actual, like, the Spencer Humsfield here. Like, give an actual discussion, you know? Like, give us something actually to look forward to. Don't just keep saying, wait, why am I looking at this? I already have all of you clips. Hellfire, what's this do? Let's get that. Let's refresh. Fuck it. Feel free to take a rest here. Yes, meeting, place and dust, yada yada. Alright. Well, let's go take on Following the Crispy Scent.
사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳에
But yeah, either way, long short, direct. It was kind of what I expected. Nothing but ports. Why the fuck did I need to hear about Apex Legends coming to the Switch too? I think if those that like playing Apex Legends probably either would have already figured it out or actually, yeah. If there was those that liked Apex Legends, they probably would have found other means of playing the game through other dedicated, more PC handhelds before looking for the Switch 2 as their option. Because after holding that thing at the Best Buy, it's like, I don't imagine using this thing for any rough game. If they really want anything rough, they probably should have made more effort towards the Joy-Cons as controllers. I'm having visions I've never seen before. These must be my memories. They might be recollections that he partially had lost due to his shock. I finally found it. Thought I'd keep his top secret recipe locked up tight and away, but using a trivet to eat ramen. Is that my restaurant recipe? I'll get my hands on it. Okay, so he's the real evil guy. I stepped to spy. Did you really think a part-time willing to come in an hour early to help with prep on minimum wage would actually exist? Why? Why would you? No choice. If I don't meet the quota HQ demands for me, my show won't be shut down. The recipe's still in my head. You spilled the sugar. Why not squeeze the soy sauce then? Added minced garlic. No use. I'll have it burnt in the concept incinerator. Any trace of the recipe will gone. Put the memories in your head. No! 2 spoons of sugar. 1.5 spoons of soy sauce. Like I said, you should have sat down in your restaurant when I warned you. Sugar. No. Sugar. I remember a thing. I never liked that pest. Knew he was rotten from all the NSOP signs plastered over his walls. If it was put in the concept incinerator, that recipe is as good as gone. What's the concept incinerator? Never mind, Ishmael, your face tells me I don't ask about it. Basically, I imagine if you incinerate something in a concept incinerator, it deletes it from existence. Pardon? The concept incinerator. Used as a trusted method of permanently erasing a technology. For instance, it has the ability to make it as if Miss Faust never invented Mephistopheles. Does it turn things back in time? No, not quite. It simply is oblivionized, as though the brain had never conceived it. In documentation, photography, the tiniest bits and parts of its composition, and even Miss Faust's own memories will be dimmed and obliterated. The effectiveness and range of the incinerator will depend on the price of the product. It's true. I can't remember if marmalade was on the pepper or soy sauce. How much sugar or salt I should put in. Nothing's left in my head. None of my customers can remember how it tasted. There's no use to trying at this plate. It's all useless. You're soft-hearted, Yubongs. You should do away with that tacky name and give your restaurant a better title. Yubongs is my mother's name. Oh. TWH. That was helpful. TWH, that was helpful. I suppose tacky could also mean friendly warm. The problem is still your weak will. Just why are you so eager to start fights? Come! I will fix that helpless attitude of yours. Oh my god. Let's get this over with. Let's min-max this chicken. Damn, I couldn't get my hands on the phlebotomist bag. That probably would have been helpful for us healing within this fight. Especially considering this fucker. Yeah, we're not using that one.
일당과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다.
Crispy or fried, it's all the same. There's no more chickens left to play this game. Only cowards in mask. Made every nothing left for you to bask for. Gallop on, Rosanada. Justice shall prevail. Sweet, we got him staggered.
들어왔지 않은 것들 모조리 치워버리고. 그쪽으로.
I thought he was staggered. What? No, not the fucking thwacking. Broken. Everyone's unopposed. Perfect. Go for it.
손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다.
What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? He was unopposed. Fucking hate this guy. I'm not afraid to. I'm not above killing my own men just to fucking overclock your ass. 0% chance to corrode. Let's do this.
쓸모가 있으려면 쓰레기 같은 아르카나 놈들.
All right, come on. This battle will conclude with victory. We did it! Running this chicken joint, I've forgotten something important. That's right, the chicken I want to cook was something that even my mom could enjoy. Something to please her extremely particular palate. No wait, I knew all along. The real reason Mama wouldn't eat my chicken is because we couldn't afford to feed the whole family. That's why we always had a stash of coupons at home. 10 of them could be exchanged for a free chicken. My mother would keep collecting them for me. You did all that to feed me a chicken you wouldn't eat. Oh. What? These are pizza coupons. Son, your mama. She liked pizza better. Either he actually genuinely misremembered, or it's so fucked up that his tragic backstory got overwritten. My head. It's gone back to normal. That was a sound plan. The carrot and stick approach. It's an effective tactic often employed in military operations. That was a plan? I don't see how it's usually different from your usual balling out and striking. The subtle and this strapping young lad caught my hint and followed well. Thank you, Captain Otis. You almost called him rookie, didn't you? I can't thank you enough. I think I'm ready to start anew. It wasn't the recipe I needed. As long as I'm ready to cook for my heart, for those I care about, even if it comes in the shape of a pizza, I know my customers will still appreciate their earnest servings. Oi, your rival promised us a lifetime voucher for free chicken. What do you have? I thought I'd be stuffing my face with drumsticks of countless flavors by now. Nothing much, but please take this. The owner gave us the owner of Ubongs gave us a wrapped up box. It's an invaluable treasure of mine. There's nothing else like it. Could we accept such a rarity from thee?
여러분이 아니었다면
I wouldn't have been able to reopen my restaurant without your help, so I insist. Please take it as your reward.
그렇게 해서
And thus we have resolved the distortion and claimed our spoils!
어떻소 어떻소?
Pray tell, are you perhaps speechless as astonishing at the glory of our tale?
우리들은 음봉내로
We didn't embark to you, Bongs, was where I tuned out.
아예 처음부터 듣지 않.
That means you have heard a nary a word!
어차피 파우스트가
Why should I be bothered to listen to your embellishing drivel when Faust's report will fill me in on all the details I need?
그쪽은 신경 끄고.
Come on now,
던지.
Don Q.
우린 빨리
Forget about the sourpuss and get around so we can open the box!
뭐가 들어있을까?
I wonder what's inside. Surrounded by sinners full of anticipation, the lid was lifted.
단 하나밖에 없는 마스코트 인형 봉이입니다. 쓸 일이 있지 않을까 하여 만들었는데 이렇게 드리게 되어 기쁘네요.
Meet Funky, the one and only doll of our mascot. I made it hoping to see use one day, but I'm glad to be giving it as a gift of gratitude.
아니야.
No, wait, this
이럴 리 없어.
can't be.
인형 배를
Maybe it's something in the plush's belly? He didn't seem like the kind of person to do that.
처치 곤란해서 우리한테 그냥
He's probably trying to get rid of it. We were there to take it, eh?
그 소각기인가
What's this thing in the concentrator? A hand gently tugged at the doll Heathcliff gripped with furious rage.
하루는
Karen,
게 마음에 들어.
Lexus passenger.
대체 어디가
Well,
마음에
that
든다.
what's there to like about?
눈말고는
It's got eyes and nothing else.
그게
Nice. Alright, that's that.
그런
Then
거지.
keep the doll.
눈 말고 아무것도 없다기에는
That is an incorrect assessment as the doll has a torso and limbs. Just like that, the chicken plush we got instead of free food for life earned its seat on the bus.
네, 동랑 소장. 뒤틀림은 무사히 해결되었습니다. 직접 확인했습니다.
Yes, Chef Dongrag. Distortion has been resolved. I confirmed with my own eyes.
처음엔 조금
It
믿었지
did
못해
seem
보였는데
somewhat
이야기를
lag
나눌
at
수
first.
있었습니다.
Yes, but I believe it should be okay to speak with Yes, I'll bring them over now.
이제 어떡하죠?
What now of all things?
전
I dislike
주어가
sentences that
빠진
lack a
문장을
subject.
싫어. 저 식당이 문을
Once
다시
that
열면
restaurant's
우리
reopened,
가게에 손님이
we'll lose our
빠져나갈
customers.
겁니다. 아이,
Then I'll
그
miss the
식당에는
quota
그
and
조개들 훔친 레시피를
we should have
기념
started
삼게
looking for a way to
넣었을
live the moment we
때부터
put the stolen recipe in a concept
살아남을
incinerator.
준비를 해두셨어요. 도둑질을
Haven't you heard the saying,
하려거든
if you rob a
집주인도
house,
모르게 해라.
make sure the homeowner never realizes it?
그런 건
I don't know
모르는데.
anything about I didn't.
네.
Yes, of course you
제가 방금
wouldn't.
만들어낸
I just
말이거든요.
made that up.
다음부턴
Remember it well next
기억하세요.
time.
그럼 이만
I'll see you around.
손님들 맞을 준비를.
I have visitors that
해야죠.
need greeting. Before long, we were dragged to a mess of unprecedented scale. Huh. What a nice little interlude.
예전보다 많이 나아진 것 같다. 나도. 그러고 보니까 그 환상체
I kind of scrambled through that, but it was kind of me getting my footing back and doing this. But yep, next we have Kanto 4, The Unchanging. Actually, wait, what is this? Okay, I'm gonna check these out real quick before we check out The Unchanging, because what are these? And also real quick, where is it? Never mind. Will you enter Dante's records?
단테.
Dante. Mephistopheles doesn't roar and grumble ahead all day long. Mephistopheles is an engine that needs rest from time to time, much like how Karen is still a human who needs regular breaks. Are you still awake, Miss Faust?
점검할 게 조금
There are a few
남아서요.
things left to check, as the engine is treated harshly during
엔진을 쉬게
operation.
해주고 있을 때
These need to be well maintained at rest. To substate her words, Faust carried little tools and small mechanical devices in place of her usual Zebelhander. You're working hard.
이 정도는
This barely counts as
고생의
work.
축에도 들지
Witness
않는답니다.
Faust's magnum opus Cordius being
파우스트의
overworked,
역작이 돌봐줄
with
시간도
no
없이
time to care
속상하는
takes a
걸
greater
바라만
toll,
보는
rather.
셈.
He said this after making a light smile.
이번 업데이트는
Do you like
마음에
this update
드시나요?
in particular? Faust looked down at me using a handheld device. Oh, this
네.
thing? Yes, I believe it
그렇게
appears that you weren't
만지작거리시지는
fiddling
않았던
with
것
it as
같아서요.
often. It's nothing much. I was just making the most of this new feature I needed. Whenever Faust requests a break for routine maintenance, my LCP PDA also receives updates. The updates occasionally come with additional functions. This time, I note,
이 기능이
the device didn't
아직도
have this
없었던 건가요?
functionality until now. It didn't, surprisingly enough. You didn't know that. I thought you were omniscient, Faust.
파우스트는
Faust only knows
파우스트가
everything that
아닌
Faust
모든
knows.
것을 알 뿐이죠. 어디
Hardly
실례 좀
from away.
할게요.
You took a peek at the screen of my tablet.
단테,
Are you attempting to write an
백과사전이라도
encyclopedia,
만들려는
Dante?
건가요?
I mean, you keep using words I don't know, stuff like fixers or whatever wings are. It might be common vocabulary for you all, but not me.
그렇군요.
I understand.
도시에
I
관한
do suppose you lost all the
전부
memory of the
잃었을
city.
테니.
Yep, so I want to write down more stuff here. And copy down the things I've been scribbling on paper while I'm at it. This clock on my shoulder should be replaced with yet in our head at any moment. There's no guarantee the memories I have right now will stay with me. That's why I must prepare a backup plan like this, so I don't forget twice. Okay. This is basically just looks like Dante logs. Alright, what's up with Bus's back door? Oh! What the heck?
뭐야?
While warning, the bus ground to a sudden halt in the back streets.
여기서 멈출 거야.
Stop here today.
카론,
Alright,
예상보다
I
조금
fear we
모자란
haven't
위치인 것
quite reached the
같은데요.
destination.
목표에 15%
Approximately
정도
15%
모자란
short of the
위치다.
target location. During our
이후
schedule,
일정을 위해서는
proceeding at least
적어도
3% further would be
3%
ideal.
이상의 전투.
카론,
Guarantee
졸려.
be. Excellent bus
훌륭한
drivers
버스 기사는
don't drive while sleepy.
안 해.
알아먹겠으니까
Got it!
갑자기 급
Just stop
브레이크
stomping the
없이
brakes every damn time.
몇 번째인
You
줄
know how
알아?
much you've done this?
히스클리프가
Forsooth, Sir Heathcliff have crashed his nose up to the back of the front seat for the 4th time, which must signify this is the 4th screeching halt to occur.
졸리기 시작하자마자
Leave the wheel as soon
운전대를
as you start
벗어나야
feeling
합니다.
sleepy, said the radio.
라디오가
맞는 말이긴 하지만
That's a good point, but
조금
you need to be a
융통성 있게
bit more
받아들일
flexible
필요도
about that
있는 거
sort of thing.
아닌가요?
말하는 사람에 따라서
A statement as
평범한
plain as
말도
that can be
이렇게
quite
재치가
amusing depending on who
있어지는군요.
says it.
브랜든도
The minted
나랑
boys
같은
agree with me.
생각인가 보네.
Eh, it's funny when the least flexible one says that kind of gabble.
말
What's
다
that?
했어요.
If that's what you're playing at,
그렇게 따지면
what about that old foggy over there who still
아직도
thinks she's a
자기가
wartime
전쟁통
jet?
장교
Ishmael pointed to Otis, whose veins were beginning to stick out of her veteran and placid face. This is a prime example of the terror of learned fear. It happened enough to be familiar, but it's still rather intimidating to hear Virgil send the bus into a chilling silence with a single grunt or utterance.
뭐지?
What is it?
잘들 조잘거렸잖아.
You were all happily chattering moments ago. No reason not to continue.
오히려 당신이 깽
Weren't you
거
signed to go on a proper rampage after?
계직의 핑.
I was stretching. Felt a
몸이
bit stiff.
찌뿌둥해서 말이야.
뭐?
Load of.
하는 짓들이
It's laughable how you
제법
behave.
무섭군.
You're like dogs that drool at the sound of a bell.
침을 흘려든 불만 있으면 항상 그랬듯 딕한 내 사무실로 오도록.
If you got complaints, remember that my office in the back always has open hours.
파우스트
I'll make
씨,
sure for consultants.
나머지 정리를
Miss
부탁하지.
Faust, I leave the rest to you.
네.
Of course. Virgil nonchalantly walked past the sinners and their piercing stares with Karen at his side, and both stood at the back of the bus.
열려라.
카론,
Oh, from Prella. It's Sesame, Karen.
카론도 알아.
Karen knows. Just know like magic phrases are what open doors anyway.
그렇지.
I suppose so. While they exchanged corny jokes, the door large enough to fill the backside slowly opened.
벌써 몇 달은 됐는데도
Been a few months, but
저건 볼
still
때마다
weirds me out
기분이
every time I
나쁜데요.
see it.
밖에서 보던 것보다
Bigger on the
안에 더
inside,
넓잖아요.
right? As the back door opened, a splendid, narrow, deep, spacious hallway revealed itself. An endless corridor that looked to go on forever. Far into the hallway, classy poles, decorated at the end of the area where were allowed to traverse, stood in front of unending line of red lights. The fucking Infinite Hotel? Though the place seemed comfy, something about it makes eerie feelings creep up.
생각해보니
Now that I think about it, is that one of those singularities belonging to the wing? Prof. Faust, do you know anything?
물론 알죠.
Oh,
하지만 대부분
oh,
자세히
right.
말할 수
Oh,
없다는
of course
것도
it is known.
알지 않나요? 그래
I'm
그래.
certain you do know that I cannot speak of that in much detail. Gregor. It's time to be a bit nicer about it.
여긴 복도다.
This is a corridor.
맞아요.
That's correct.
복도죠.
It's corridor.
아 그래.
Sure, the long hallway with
쭉
doors to
이어져 있고
rooms on the
방들이
sides.
따닥따닥
Of course, it's
붙어 있으니
corridor.
뭐
yeah.
말이지.
If you're trying to say,
아휴, 그만두자. 나도 피곤하다.
whatever, I'm too tired. Dante, please
빨리
hurry on with it. Gregor's words snapped me out of. I mean, it is a bus that lets you interact with the multiverse. Why can't it also be an infinite bus? Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know. I guess immediately when looking at it, I was thinking of the Endless Hotel. Also, hello there. I'm just doing these quick little Dante blurbs before finishing up. I just finished the interlude before leading to Canto 4. Alright, Gregor's words snapped me out of the idly staring down to the edge of the passage. Oh yeah, right.
단테, 항상 하는 일이라 필요성을 느끼지는 못하겠지만 그래도 관리자의 승인은 중요한 절차입니다.
Dante, while I understand that you may feel it be unnecessary repetitive act, simply put, the executive manager's approval is a vital part of the procedure. Please understand. I need to put it like that, Miss Faust. That answer, I got up from my seat, stood at the front of the bus, looking at the crew. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
감사합니다.
Thank you kindly. Starting now,
변동 가능성을 가진
you all will be given a maximum of 12 hours to partake in
휴식을
sleep and rest. The duration is subject
좋은
to
밤
change.
되시게.
Have a good night. As soon as Faust finished speaking, the sinners walked along with groans and sighs.
아이고.
Oh, jeez.
피곤하다.
Man, I'm whipped.
싱클레어군!
A fine night, young Sinclair. What says you another game of chess?
싫어요.
Thanks, Don Quixote.
씨, 질것
You always
같을
run
때마다
to
이상하게
Mr. Yeats saying the
호세달라고
hints
하잖아요.
for whenever you're losing.
사실과 다르오.
That is untrue, Sinclair. That was because I could not bear to watch the grievous misplacements. That's even worse!
관리자님,
Monsieur,
고생하셨습니다.
manager. Thank you for today's work. As for tonight's watch? Oh, Mercel. Thanks for suggesting. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling sleepy today. And then Otis suddenly intervened! Sorry, it's the fucking...
관리자님,
Extended manager, allow me to remind you that I'm willing to stand in for a night watch duty if you ever feel fatigued.
자자, 부관 언니.
Yeah, but
들어가서
I
자자.
can't. How about we get inside now?
관리자님.
The manager, your hard daytime work must...
자,
Sure, stay to bed. Ishmael gave me a small nod and then proceeded to drag chaperone Otis through the back door of Rhodia. And then at last, Faust and I remained.
다행이네요, 단테.
That's fortunate, Dante.
오티스 씨를 밀어넣지 않으면
Had they not forced us to retire, she would have nagged you for the duty of night watch for quite a while again. Haha. Does it happen a lot? I commented back as I watched the sinner set into the corridor, one after another. And after Rhodia had entered and closed the door, Ishmael opened the same to get inside. You said the door leads to a different space each time it opens, right?
네.
Yes, as long as the sinner is in the right mental condition, the door will lead to lodging appropriate for rest and personal use. Lodging, is it? It looked more like jail cells last time I peeked through the window. Still, she wants me to be used as a personal living space for sleep, shower, self-care, and all that. She seemed to have other questions
궁금한 게
beside
있으신가
that.
보군요.
My clock has no eyes, nose, or mouth, and yet, somehow it feels as though Faust reads something out of me. Not that she'll tell me how she manages it. You know, just curious about what's over there. I pointed down to the far end of the corridor with my finger. Right to the horizontal depths of this seemingly endless corridor.
수차례 말씀드렸지만
As I've told you repeatedly, it is best not to be curious about it, Dante. As expected, Faust chose to walk into the corridor with a faint sigh instead of a real answer. And yet, just maybe, Faust knew all along. She knows it all, as she likes to say. Maybe she knew that I would learn about what lies beyond the corridor soon enough. Okay, so that's where they all sleep in. The Limbus. And I guess, yeah, what's beyond the bus corridor? It happened exactly a week after that fruitless exchange. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
감사합니다.
Thank you kindly. Starting now, you'll be given a... Okay! Okay, thank you again, Faust. Faust gave the same instructions as always. In response, sinners groaned and stretched like usual. Ugh. Except this time, one sinner stuck out of that normalcy like a store of fun.
또 뭐죠?
What now?
됐어, 이슬.
Leave him be, she.
내가 저렇게
It's not the
심술나
first time
있는
he's
게
all
뭐 하루
grumpy
이틀이야.
like that, is it?
데스,
And he...
방에 들어가기
Make sure
전에
to simmer down before you get to your room, Kay. All that
매번 이
grumbling
방에서
thunder in
천둥
there
치는
keeps me
소리가 들려서
awake, you
밤에
know?
잠을 못 잔단 말이야.
Wait, is the backgrounds from their introductions probably what their rooms look like? The sinners' rooms, their lodgings, personal space, and cell reflect their state of mind, or so I've heard. Each room's floor, walls, and overall ambience are shaped after sinner's personality, and the view through the window changes depending on their emotions and mental state. Though, all I've seen were distant glimpses through the window, so I don't have all the details. The room Heathcliff enters would sometimes, actually rather frequently, emit wording and stormy sounds. Usually he'd snap back with a, "Why should I?" or something like that, but he only clicked his tongue. I suppose he doesn't feel like arguing. Thanks to that, he stood in the corridor until all the other sinners, save for Faust, went to their rooms, staring down the passage with a frown. Maybe he was relieving stress this way? Oh, ho, ho. And then right there is where the incident began.
어라?
Boy.
야,
Oh, what's with all those
지금 보니까
doors
저
down the
멀리에도
aisle?
문이 잔뜩 있는데.
Heathcliff pointed to the same exact direction I did a week ago. Those doorways were beyond the no trespassing line blocking the way.
피스클리프.
I
필요
recommend
이상으로
against walking
복도를 걷지 않는
further
게
into the
좋습니다.
corridor than necessary. In true fashion, we're presented a good mystery, and now one of us says, "Wouldn't it be funny if one of us just disregarded that?" That
그렇게 말하니까 굉장히 수상한데.
I mean, I imagine we're just gonna get. I imagine it's one of those situations of if you go further, you run the risk of just getting fucking on. That sure makes it sound awfully suspicious.
수상할 것은
There's
아무것도
nothing of which
없습니다.
to be suspicious.
파우스트의
You are
말을
better off
듣는
listening to
편이
Faust.
좋습니다.
뭐
What? You keep treasure or something or some such in there? Faust's secretive attitude was enough to rouse his curiosity. Heathcliff,
하지 마세요.
do not do it.
후회할
You'll regret your
겁니다.
action. Got it.
모르던 사이에
Got well
많이
emotional and
감정이
gobby, eh,
올라갔네.
Miss Cleverness?
마치
It's like you're actually hiding something
숨겨놨다는
there.
듯이 말이야.
He sprinted into the dark before we could stop him. What? What's in there? Just as I was about to ask Faust an obvious thing to be concerned over. Heathcliff's sharp scream echoed from the unlit area far into the corridor. Dante, now is the time to take my left hand and run with me.
저를 따라서 달리세요.
Well, damn. Okay. What? Huh?
제 시간 안에 끌고
I won't be able to
나오려면
get him
저 혼자로는
out in
부족해요.
time on my own. I must be engulfed myself if I don't act quickly. Before I could process what she meant, Faust ran off in the direction. Heathcliff disappeared. Ah! Shakaroonies! What? Wait for me! As we crossed the line, proceeded deeper in the corridor. We came across the throughway crossroad. I think I heard screams coming from the middle. I without a moment's hesitation, Faust started for the left aisle. Faust, I know you're in a hurry, but are you sure this is the right way? I just when I heard his voice coming from the center path. I know. But elaborating further, Faust continued running. At an earth fork we encountered, Faust chose the right path, and right afterwards she entered the fifth door on the left side of that hallway. What is this? Right as I entered, another hall came into view. It was like a cliff. To be more precise, it felt more some kind of gravitational pull trying to get me to fall to the end of the hallway. Heathcliff! Then I saw him. He crawled towards with all his might from the middle of the hall, as if he might fall the moment he lets go.
뭐야? 이것들은
What the hell is all this? And this place? Even though I couldn't see much in the dark behind him, I definitely felt some presence in it. Faust, what's over? Dante?
열린 이
I
문의
want you to
손잡이를 꼭
hold the
잡으세요.
knob of this
손도 꽉
door
잡으시고요.
tightly. Firmly grip my hand as well. Holding my hand securely, she gradually approached Heathcliff. This hallway isn't tilted or anything, is it? Why does it feel like we're hanging off a cliff?
그야
That is
복도니까요.
because we're in a corridor,
Dante.
obviously.
손을 놓치면 안 돼요.
Don't, Dante. Do not let go. reminding me to hold fast. Faust extended her own arm while holding her Zellahander.
히스클리프,
Heathcliff,
이걸 잡으세요.
grab this if you would.
미쳤냐?
Are you mental? My hand's gonna get gashed if I grab that giant blade.
손이 깊게 베이는 것으로 끝나는
You'll
게
much prefer deep wounds on your palm to what you can suffer down there. Baffled, Heathcliff looked at the sword and then the darkness behind him. Bugger.
단테,
Dante, pull me up. Might and main. Got it. Right as we pulled Heathcliff up. No, I'm sure it's even right to say that we pulled him up, but nonetheless, Faust hoisted his unconscious body by the legs and started rushing, saying that we need to return the way we came. Following her lead, I supported his arms and trailed behind, keeping his head from dragging along the floor. After burning some time,
더 깊은
let's say that it is
방향을
fortunate
잃기 전에
he
이렇게
wasn't lost in a deeper
차라리
area.
단테,
Dante,
시계를
you'll have to turn the clock.
돌려줘야겠습니다.
Heathcliff's gonna be okay, right?
정신적인 피해가
Psychological
심할
damage is likely to be
겁니다.
severe.
이대로 미쳐버리면
Our work will be encumbered if he loses his mind. I didn't have a choice.
수고했습니다, 단테.
Good work back there, Dante.
얼마 없는
But
휴식
it's
시간이 줄어든다.
unfortunate that we lost a
안타깝다고
portion of our
생각하지만
limited break time to this. Faust, what's in there? Where does it lead? Can't you tell me at this point? I've seen that stuff now. It was only natural I want to know what resides there and what was chasing Heathcliff. Moreover, why did it never show itself to us? Why did it vanish instead of chasing him any further? These questions were driving me crazy, but alas,
처음에 말했듯
I stated earlier,
파우스트는 말할
there are
수 있는
limits
것이
to what Faust
한정되어
can
있답니다.
elaborate. Yep, I honestly didn't expect much.
독도.
The corridors, you IF. Ignorant fuck. Risha mothered with a cigarette in her mouth, walking past both of us. She must have left the room while we were out on our rescue mission.
하지만
However, Faust proceeded as if not a soul had just walked by, as if nothing was just said. Huh?
버스 부서에
You did prevent a sudden
갑작스런
vacancy in the
공석이
bus
생길 뻔한 걸
department.
막아주셔. 보상은
Though I
아니지만
wouldn't exactly
하나
call it a
정도는
reward,
알려두는 것도
I do suppose it isn't a bad idea to inform you of one thing. Oh, let me hear it. The unexpected boon had me rubbing my hands together. Right. What will she tell me now? Dante,
단테. 처음
when you
가는 길을
traverse a
찾을
road
때
you've never walked before,
당신은 어떻게 할
or
건가요?
traverse a road you have never walked before, what do you do? I suppose you use a map, obviously.
그렇죠.
That's right.
그리고
Then,
지도가
even if you don't have a map, your brain will
머릿속에
form images to serve as
지도와
one.
같은 미끄럽다면
From there,
지도
on
안에는
that map, there will be a starting
확실한
point and a
시작점과
destination clearly
도착점이
marked.
존재하겠군요.
When you return from your trip, you'll trace
돌아올
back
때는
through that way. So obvious I don't need to verbally answer. I just nodded along. Hopefully, that
대답이
makes it clear
되었겠죠.
enough. Huh.
그러니 복도에서는
This is why you should remember where you
특히
started in
문을
the
열 때는
corridor, especially when you open a
시작점을
door.
기억하세요.
Flabbergasted by the abrupt end, I blurted,
자,
"Now then, Faust has
파우스트는
grown
이제
tired.
피곤하답니다.
You take care." She walked right through the door before I could say anything, giving me a hurdle. Of course it would go like this. I mean, I imagine she herself doesn't know entirely the answers of that. Or I don't know, she knows more. But rather, whatever this is, it's unmarked territory that she was able to use the map. The only way she knows the way around it is because what paths weren't taken yet, because she's already taken those paths? Something like that. Of course it would go like this. I sighed out of frustration, but not a breath of air exhaled from my pitiful clock. Still, left powerless. All I can do is boot up this electronic notebook and piece together what little information I have. Alright. Hope that was a hefty amount of Limbus before doing Kanto 4. Oh god, there's a bull. How much? How many? Oh my god, this is gonna be a lot of work. Oh my god, the next 54 fucking, oh my god. Well, no, I gotta go in this thing. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you. Even if you showed up briefly, yeah. Have a nice day. Bye.